Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin and different altcoins, as there's an interesting observation for altcoins. And so if you have been following cryptocurrencies for quite some time, you have noticed that Bitcoin definitely leads the market and has control over other cryptocurrencies. And so if Bitcoin tends to go up, other cryptocurrencies tend to follow. And so this is definitely true for Ethereum. We saw Bitcoin starting to lead the market, and then we started to see Ethereum follow. And so we are starting to see the same thing happen for altcoins. However, they are starting to follow Ethereum. So this is very interesting. I will be going through and showing the observation that I am looking at. And so if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button and share the video. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're interested in purchasing cryptocurrencies, one of the platforms that I use is Voyager Digital. And if you deposit $100, you can get a free $25 of Bitcoin by using the link below the video. And as always, this is not financial advice, this is just my opinion, so please do your own research. And so let's get into it here. Let's take a look at coin market cap. And so we can see that the current global crypto market cap is $2.1 trillion. And so we can see that Bitcoin is still number one. We have Ethereum with a market cap of $385 billion. And then we have recently had Cardano take over the number 3 rank with a market cap of $79 billion. And so that is just above BNB here with a market cap of $76.5 billion. And so let's take a look at this chart here. And so this is a comparison between Ethereum and Bitcoin. And so the white line that we see here is Bitcoin, and then the red and green candles we see is Ethereum. And so Ethereum is currently trading at $3,281, and Bitcoin is trading at $49,450. And so we can see here that Bitcoin really started to lead the market early on, and then we started to see Ethereum follow. And so if that was a sign and we knew that these were correlated with one another, we could have found out that back in February when Ethereum was trading under $2,000 and Bitcoin was at $57,000, that there was a potential for a 100% gain incoming. And so we started to see Ethereum start to really run up here through May, and then that started hitting the all-time high with Bitcoin between the middle of April and the middle of May. And so I am going to be applying this same concept to different altcoins throughout this video, and so if you're interested in that, definitely stay until the end. And so we can see after the correction of Ethereum and Bitcoin here, Bitcoin and Ethereum became much closer correlated. And so we can see that they kind of travel together here, and then we can see that Bitcoin and Ethereum are about at the same price as they should be. And so there is no gaps between the two that we previously saw here between Ethereum and Bitcoin in the beginning of the year. And so I will be looking at different altcoins here as well. And so the first one that I would like to take a look at is BNB. And so this is currently trading at $454 right now. And so I would like to take a look at this chart here. I did mention this in my Discord chat. And so if you're interested in joining this, there is a link down below the video to Patreon, which will provide access to a Discord chat where I do state my buys and sells. And I am also posting charts of trades that I am looking at that I think there is potential for possible gains. And so we can see here that I mentioned this at $377, that there was a gap between Ethereum and BNB. And so we can see here in the orange is Ethereum, and then the candlesticks here are BNB coin. And so there's definitely been correlation between these two. We can see they both had their all-time high back in the middle of May, and then since then we have a gap here. And so there was potential for a 40% gain. And so we can see here this blue line is when I mentioned that, and so since then we are up about 20%. And so I still think there is potential for this cryptocurrency yet. We are currently trading at $455. However, I still think there's potential for BNB to hit $525 in the near term here. And so that would be an additional 18% gain from where we currently are. So it can close up that gap between Ethereum and BNB coin. And so I'd like to apply the same concept to other cryptocurrencies as well. And so if we turn off Bitcoin here, we can take a look at VChain. And so we can see here there's also a gap between Ethereum and VChain as well. And so there may be potential here for VChain to go up to that level of Ethereum of a 38% gain. And so we can see here at the top that these are very correlated. They both have the same top around the middle of May as well. And so I definitely think there's a lot of potential for VChain, especially as they are focusing on the supply chain space and they have many different partnerships. And so one of the next altcoins I would like to take a look at here is Chainlink. And so we can see here that there is a gap between Ethereum and Chainlink as well. And so Ethereum may be showing us where Chainlink and these other altcoins are heading. And so there's about an opportunity for about a 50% gain between between here as well. And so that would put the price of VChain around $41. And so the next cryptocurrency that I'd like to take a look at here is Telcoin. And so we can see there is a substantial gap between Telcoin here. This is a good example as well with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So as I mentioned, Bitcoin was leading the market early on, and then we started to see Ethereum follow that a little bit later on. And so same thing happened here as well. We started to see Ethereum go up, and then we started to see Telcoin start to follow this later on. And so we saw a substantial jump here on Telcoin. However, they all hit the all-time high around the middle of May. And so since then, they all have dropped back off as Bitcoin has been consolidating, since there is a strong correlation between all cryptocurrencies with Bitcoin. However, there is a big gap here between Ethereum and Bitcoin and Telcoin. And so there may be a good potential gain here for about 75%. And so this is definitely something I'm going to be watching going forward, since there is a large gap here. And so I will be comparing all of these as well here. And so if we take a look at all these different cryptocurrencies, we can see that Bitcoin and Ethereum is very correlated. However, these other cryptocurrencies are well below that. And so we do see a gap here that it may be able to jump up all these cryptocurrencies to fill that gap in comparison to Ethereum. So this is just my observation. There is no promise that it may reach this level. However, I think this is very interesting, since we have seen the same thing happen between Bitcoin and Ethereum in the past. And so I'd also like to take a look at Cardano here as well. And so this is one thing, as here we can see, depending on catalysts that are announced for these cryptocurrencies, or even negative news. And so if negative news is released, some of these cryptocurrencies might start to drop off and never reach those levels. However, if positive catalysts are released, such as the mainnet being announced for Cardano, we can see this start to run past that. And so Cardano has already broken all-time highs from earlier this year. And so that does not mean that all cryptocurrencies must follow Bitcoin and Ethereum depending on the catalyst, whether that is positive or negative news. The cryptocurrency may go well beyond that or start dropping off. And so that's just something to keep in mind. And so all of these cryptocurrencies that I've talked about here, I believe are all quality projects with real world use cases. And so I think there's definitely potential for these cryptocurrencies going forward. And so if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd be interested to know what you think. And if you're interested in seeing future cryptocurrency videos, please hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.